Hello, happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to day three's class in our series of 15 classes in 15 days and 15 minutes. Today's class is one that I personally love. It is essential oils and the Bible. So before we get started into that, I do just want to clarify again, essential oils are not a fad. This is not snake oil. This is not voodoo. This is not weird stuff. This is real science. God gave us plants for food, day three of creation. I'm a Christian, so I go by what the Bible says. God created the plants. He gave us the plants for medicine, for food. I like to say, as I've said before, God put Adam and Eve in a pharmacy, and He gave us the plants have everything that our body needs. And again, essential oils don't heal our bodies, but they give our bodies everything that we need, all those tools and building blocks that our body needs to heal itself. Our bodies are just made in an amazing and wonderful way. So I thank God for these oils. Again, this is real science. There are a lot of studies coming out now of mainstream medical that are exciting me, where they're seeing the value of essential oils therapeutically, value in so many ways. It's too much to talk about. But one thing that gets me excited, one leading hospital did a study where they were diffusing in their emergency room. And the stories that came back when they were testing their staff and the patients, it's like the stress level went from 85% to 15%. It was amazing. So this is real stuff. There are real doctors using essential oils in their practice. This is real medicine. And keep in mind too, I think I had mentioned in one of our classes before, essential oils were the go-to before the big pharmaceutical industry kind of took over and started studying plants to know how to synthesize it and use that as medicine. Up until just a number of decades ago, major pharmaceuticals were not our go-to. Health was, food as medicine, essential oils. I personally get a kick out of watching a commercial on TV where they're advertising this wonderful drug and then they're scrolling at the end through all the side effects. And it's like, really? Who wants that? Essential oils don't have any of those side effects. They're therapeutic. They are real. It is plant-based medicine. Keep in mind also, I said this before, I'll say it again, not all essential oils are created equally. 95% are adulterated with synthetics, with fillers, with chemicals, and even pesticides. How oils are grown and sourced is very, very important to their potency. Again, I've mentioned doTERRA does not source their oils like from farms that they plant necessarily. They source them where they grow indigenously all over the world. And that makes all the difference in the world because the oils are more potent. It's more sustainable that like once you have expend all the stuff on your farm, you're going to run out of your oils. Where doTERRA, how they source them and their third-party testing, the safety measures, they've taken this industry to a whole new level. Essential oils have been around, but it really has been in the last decade. I think it's since doTERRA really came on the scene and changed the whole industry, changed how things were done. And of course, people are seeing how broken our medical system is, and they're looking for solutions. They're desperate for help and for solutions. So the whole looking into natural things right now, that's all part of the what seems to be a fad right now. But I just had to reiterate again, this is not a fad. This is real science. This is real plant-based medicine, and it works. You know, they've changed my life, my health, and I've just heard countless stories, which thrills me to death. I love hearing these stories. So the last thing I also want to say before we get into essential oils in the Bible is people will maybe, if they're into essential oils, they might grab them when they get sick. When someone gets sick, oh, okay, where's my stuff? Whereas what I try to teach people is to use natural solutions as a lifestyle, to use them preventatively, proactively, to keep your body strong and healthy so you don't get sick as often. and you don't have these challenges as much as you used to, for the wellness of your family. So I like to look at this as not just a quick grab when you're sick, but how can we use these so that we support our bodies and stay in good health. So getting to our topic today, essential oils of the Bible. Again, I said this is not a fad, this is not new. Essential oils have been around for centuries, thousands of years. Historically, we know that the Greeks and the Egyptians and the Romans and the Jewish culture, they used their essential oils. To them, these were more valuable than gold. They used them for their health. They knew the therapeutic benefit of using natural plant-based things for their health, for their diet. So this is not new. They knew how to do this, and we have documentation historically of how they have used them. And that's where I like to look at the Bible as not just the Word of God, but it's a historical record as well. And in the Bible, there are over 33 oils that are talked about. And get this, essential oils are referenced over 1,037 times in the Bible. And when I hear that, I think, wow, if something is being mentioned over 1,000 times in the Bible, I'm going to pay attention to that. So that was really exciting to hear. In Bible times, they used their oils for physical and emotional healing. They used it for cleansing. They used it for purifying the temple. After they would bring their sacrifices to the temple, it kind of got really messy and stinky because it was blood sacrifice. So the temple would get really messy. Well, what they would do after the sacrifices, they would cleanse the temple, and they would try to purify all of that, and they used their oils. And they used them pretty liberally because, again, I'm sure it stunk. So how they did it, again, they didn't have diffusers back then. They just loaded on the oil. They cleaned it up, and it would have been real sticky where the blood was to clean up. And we know essential oils will break down all kinds of messes and sticky things. So they used their oils for cleansing, for purification. They used them when they were anointing and praying for people, for healing, and for deliverance. So oils are mentioned, like I said, over 1,000 times in the Bible. Some of the oils that are mentioned in the Bible are coriander, cilantro, lavender, peppermint, rose, cedarwood, cypress, spikenard, and of course, everybody knows about frankincense and myrrh. We know that because those were the two of three things brought to baby Jesus. The wise men brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And those are such valuable oils. I can understand why they brought them to baby Jesus. So I want to talk a little bit definitely about frankincense and myrrh, and we'll try to cover a few more. There's no way I'm going to cover all 33 oils mentioned in the Bible right now, but I do want to talk about a few of them. The first one I want to talk about is frankincense. Frankincense is referred to as the king of oils, and there's a reason. Frankincense is a very powerful oil. I know that one of the doctors in doTERRA has said, if you have just one oil, let it be frankincense. Frankincense is used for, the saying we use is, when in doubt, for your health, use frankincense, because it's good for everything. It's good for overall health. It's great for brain health, cellular health. It's great for pretty much if you're dealing with any health challenge, even serious diseases, I would say go to your frankincense. There are studies you can Google search where they have had success using frankincense in dealing with cancer. So I'm not making a medical claim. There are science research things out there. You can look it up yourself. So frankincense is a powerful oil. Just to say a little bit more, it is great, like I said, for cellular health, overall health, antidepressant, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, excellent for overall immune system support, and just a multitude of other health benefits that I couldn't begin to go into right now. A couple ways that I use this personally: every morning and every evening before I go to bed, I'll just take the lid off and I'll just, under my tongue, put a drop or two. And I'll just let that sit under my tongue, and it just absorbs in. It's just, again, I know that our bodies at any given day can have cancer cells and bad mutations. I want to make sure that I am proactively dealing with anything that will be coming up in my body. So that's one way that I use frankincense. I use it sometimes if we have skin issues, because frankincense is good for skin. Another thing, when I have had really bad headaches, and if my peppermint oil or my deep blue isn't cutting it, frankincense will cut it. What I'll do is I'll put a drop on my tongue. I'll press my tongue to the roof of my mouth and I'll hold it there. You could also just put it on your finger and then just kind of massage the roof of your mouth as well with the frankincense. Literally gets right up into the brain, helps to relieve that head tension, open up the blood vessels for free blood flow, and it relieves a lot of your head pain. Frankincense, again, king of oils, fantastic. If you can only have one oil, frankincense is your oil. Myrrh oil. This is another one that the wise men brought to baby Jesus. If you know in the Old Testament the story of Esther, this is where you hear about myrrh oil too. Esther she had, I think, almost a year of beauty treatments where she was getting ready for her presentation to the king. Part of her daily beauty treatment was bathing in myrrh oil in her bath. Myrrh oil is excellent for your skin. It's just good for any beauty regimen that you have. There's like all kinds of stuff you can use for skincare. I really don't do much. I have my myrrh oil. That's kind of what I do. I have this up on my sink, and I'll like to put myrrh on my face. It's just so soothing. I'll put it in some coconut oil and just massage my face. And that's really all I do. I also use the soap, Serenity or Citrus Bliss, fat bars from doTERRA. Wash my face with that and use my myrrh oil. Immortelle is something else I like for skin health, but myrrh is really, really good for skin. This is very soothing and healing and supportive for your skin health. A lot of people will use myrrh for perfume. They'll use it for their beauty regimen. They'll use it for their skincare, but it's also excellent for thyroid support. I add myrrh to a blend that I make with frankincense and with clove and lemongrass and some other things in a roller bottle that I roll over my thyroid morning and evening. Again, when I'm dealing with a thyroid issue, I'm going to proactively do everything I can to support my body. So myrrh oil is excellent for that. It also helps with a lot of serious health conditions. It's anti-infectious, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, and it's so much more. It also, in the wintertime with the house closed up, a lot of times, you can get dry, cracked skin on your hands and your feet. Just get your myrrh oil, put it in coconut oil, and it'll just kind of soothe right in and soothe all those dry, cracked areas in your skin. Another oil that I absolutely love is clove oil. Clove oil is kind of an unsung hero. This is just so chock full of antioxidants. People should be taking this every day. It is so good for overall health and support. It has health benefits for your entire body. It smells amazing. I love my clove oil. Again, this is part of my roller bottle for my thyroid. This is a hot oil, so you want to make sure you're diluting it because it really is very, you'll feel it, it'll tingle you. So you want to dilute that. Clove oil is also excellent for oral health, for your gums, for jaw issues. Numerous therapeutic properties in this oil. It's a natural analgesic, antibacterial, anti-infectious, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, lots of antis, a disinfectant, and so much more. Clove oil is fantastic, and I love just diffusing it. I love breathing it in. It makes me happy. So I use this definitely topically and diffusing it. I love it. You can even use it internally in maybe a little gel cap or something, because again, it's a hot oil. Cassia oil. Cassia is in the cinnamon family, and I also love cassia. This is another powerhouse. This oil, a lot of doTERRA sells cassia and they sell cinnamon oil. They sell both. But a lot of your essential oil companies they'll sell cinnamon, but it's really cassia. Cassia is much less expensive to grow, to source, and to harvest than cinnamon oil. Our small 5 milliliter cinnamon oil bottle is a lot more expensive for a third of it because it's a much more precious, valuable oil. But a lot of your oil companies will actually, I think it's very deceptive, but they will put cassia in place of cinnamon. It smells very, very similar. They're in the same family, but it's going to not have the same therapeutic benefit at the cinnamon would. That would be a little bit different. But cassia oil is excellent for all kinds of health things. It stimulates your immune system. It's good for respiratory health. It kills airborne bacteria. So this is a great one to diffuse. I have it diffusing right now. Bacterial infections, and so much more. Again, one oil can have like 20, 25, 30 different benefits therapeutically, so I can't begin to cover all of them. But cassia is a very, very good oil. Again, I recommend using this every day. I can see that my time is almost up, and I've barely scratched the surface. If you look into just essential oils and you see, again, 33 times in the oil, 33 different oils mentioned and talked about over 1,000 times, this is a big deal. So essential oils have been around for thousands of years. They are used therapeutically. This is not new. Again, it is not a fad. In Proverbs, there's actually a verse that says there are oils in the house of the wise. And I am just so grateful that that a friend shared these with me, that I have these amazing things for my health, my wellness, and for my families. They've changed my health. They're changing health all around me, the people I have the privilege and honor of working with. So I encourage you to continue your own journey of researching, learning how to use these. You'll never learn it all. I don't know it all. I'm sitting here reading some notes because I don't know it all. But I love to share at least what I'm learning personally, what I've researched. It's just a wonderful journey to be on. And remember too, in December, you can get this 15 milliliter bottle of frankincense for free. The Home Essentials kit that I showed you yesterday, that remakes your entire medicine cabinet, it comes with your 10 oils to remake it, along with the diffuser. If you buy that kit, you will get another frankincense for free. And I remember thinking, well, that's a lot of frankincense. I'll have 2. This is an oil that you use every day. Your family will use it, diffuse it when there's sickness. You will use your frankincense and you will want it. Because again, if you could only have one oil, frankincense is the oil to have. I hope you found this information valuable. Comment, ask questions, reach out to me. And I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.